Put your drinks up!
As well. In which case, their team fight is actually much stronger. Oops, a daisy. Posing for the audience, and he's rewarded with Jack.
Shove it back out and keep control.
Rolling the Hex Stringer again into the double AP from Fnatic. We often see it when you have a lane against an AP champion. That's where you want it for this early game power. Instead of
Officio, what do you think they'll have to change to brave the elements in this matchup?
You really like that one, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Prepared beforehand and everything. For Cobra,
Very good mechanics, of course, by Team Impact. Impulse. Darn it! I pulled the Jat.
You did it!
Jat, I hate you so much.
Literally during
You've
the
poisoned
game.
me.
During the game.
I was like, I've never done that. I've never said Team Impact.
On blue.
so Fnatic right now is actually expecting the bottom lane from Rocket to be on the bottom side, and that's why they give this Grump over to Huni, so he gets a level 2 for himself, and then he can teleport down to the bottom. Whoa! That just happened.
Oh. Freeze is getting all the damage down into Hyanan. Monsoon's going to keep them alive for the time being, and Freeze, thinking about the dive, decides against it. Copenhagen Wolves stamping their authority. That was a flash.
Yeah.
Oppa! You don't have an unlimited use of that spell, my friend. And nobody saw it. Nobody saw it. Come on, come on. Nobody saw. Misclick, guys.
Bit of a mistake here.
She's nodding yes. That's a good thing. All right.
Oh, I mean, it's a beautiful thing, right? And I love that this can happen in the place. Like, you see this kind of stuff in MLB stadiums, NFL stadiums, and now you're seeing them take place on League of Legends.
Yeah, I saw it actually at Worlds too. This is not our first. We've had a couple.
This is not our
We've
first.
actually had a couple proposals before.
Was really pleasantly surprised by how well he was able to handle that, the lane swap as well. So glad that there's more champions in this pool than Aurelia.
I mean, everyone can play now. Everyone should be able to play now.
Yeah, when they left it
in
open,
the
Unicorns
LCS.
made a really big mistake there, it seemed. It wasn't the only key to their victory, but just overall, Elements really seemed like they knew what they were doing a lot more, and that's the experience factor coming into play here. So, you know, the up-and-comers, they got knocked down a couple pegs.
They did. Still, for Unicorns a lot here. Obviously, going to go back and look at the game and say, okay, maybe we need a bit more pressure in this mid-game instead of picking the Orianna into the Kassadin. Rest of the game for them, I mean, they're constantly on the back foot, just trying to fight. Elements were ready for it. Looks like a very standard controlled Elements game where they don't get surprised, don't get really pulled out of the comfort zone, and just slowly control it. And obviously in the very end here, the base race after 1v5 from Frog and Thick King.
Absolutely. I mean, really, you can't go base race against a team that's already that far ahead on you as well. So that was it. That was GG. Now we're going to check in on stage where Quickshot is now standing by with a member of the victorious.
Making in-game. Final question, Iterated in an interview said that you were the best AD carry he ever played with. That's saying a lot, knowing that he played with the likes of Reckless. Do you feel right now that you have the most skill in all the bottom lanes?
By far.
By far.
So in the pre-game video, you said that there used to be a lot of handsome players in Fnatic. You mentioned Reckless and Xpeke. Is there any particular reason you didn't mention me?
I mentioned you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. I think I mentioned you first.
Oh,
and then Reckless.
thank you. And then I approve.
Very handsome.
Oh, one final question.
Doesn't do himself now. He's being greedy.
Oh! Oops! As unmolested as possible in the early game.
Yeah, they really want to get the Jax going, so he can actually become split pushing force. And
Oh! Executed!
The thing is, he did this last time we played.
Okay, so you picked Olaf when Lee Sin was open. Are you carrying on the proud tradition of Fnatic junglers sucking as Lee Sin, or do you think Olaf is the stronger pick?
Matchup coming in here. They take down Gravity.
It's over, and Fnatic have done it. They're going to push the minions in, and just like that, Renotic, Roccat are destroyed.
You going up against the biker gang. Aurelia banned out first. She will not be on the table. So top lane focus already. Rek'Sai, again, we're still on the original patch that we started on with the LCS. We have not switched over.
Oh!
You know what? Aurelia's just way too strong.
Aurelias. Two Shen's meta is out.
Morello is in the audience today, and He decided nerf bat. No, really, that second ban is actually Annie, by the way. For this, there's obviously a bug on stream, but the second ban there for Gravity is Annie, taking out that from Kiwi Kid.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, one of his big playmaking supports.
Oh,
You knew it was coming,
it's
right?
so good.
You knew it was coming.
So good.
Since they did lose Skara, is Devin Nash, or
Right.
Malixia, as other people may know him. He was actually Dignitas's life coach back in 2014, and looks like he's taking over the Pickman notebook duties at the moment.
That's something that, you know, Kobe said was also one of the bridges that a coach has to cross is being, you know, have that relationship with the players. And being the life coach is something you quite intertwined with the life of the players you are around. So I'm sure he's already got.
For once.
Yeah, so it's, I don't know, just playing together, communicating like a lot more, yeah.
All right, well, thank you very much, Apollo. Congratulations on the win. And let's send it back to the guys at the analyst desk.
You know, expectations, there's a lot of things that are different about this split compared to last split. Last split, we kind of had a group of players that didn't really... Sorry, my HTC phone is ringing.
Well, that's... Sometimes it happens. Maybe you turn on phone. We can move on. We can move...
Get the assist. Well played.
Okay, Gravity, they're making a counterplay here.
It's gotta happen.
Commitment bottom. This is definitely St. Vicious' call. Okay, everybody, there's too many people staying behind Barons. Saint should actually swing around to the other side. Those back spikes do a ridiculous amount of damage.
Oh,
and he's gonna die from it. He died. He did get hit from Link's ulti, though.
That attack goes farther than the den. It attacks outside and behind it. Very painful.
On Twitter today and Ask Amazing. Be sure to tweet at LOL Esports and use that hashtag Ask Amazing. And that's just silly because everyone knows what the best Nunu skin is. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, but for now, we're going to look at our first match of the day.
So Team Liquid not going to make the same mistake twice. This time, Scrying Orb on it.
I think I know why Scrying Orb is blue. Because when it goes over the entire enemy team, it's like their tears that they got spotted. It's even called Scrying Orb. Stayed together. Well, yeah, any team could consider that one guy stayed, right? Yes, Impulse
Ericsson's just on a new Copenhagen Wolves. It's like
by him to do so far. Otherwise, just pushing in. Still grabbing his farm pretty nicely, but Impulse going for a quick push on this one. Janna and Jinx are top lane, sends the rocket out for a bit of scouting and maybe some damage.
Oh, no! He got it! That almost never works.
Well, that just happened.
For them, but still.
Yeah.
A little relieving after what was a very, very rough first 2 weeks, but all smiles now.
We play a bit better strategically now. We didn't really care at all about wave control or shit like this before the started. We were just screaming and trying to fight and shit. I was working.
All right, Porpoise, final question. You guys have Team Liquid next week. How are you feeling about that matchup?
Feeling pretty good about that matchup. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be very difficult, I think. I think they're a really good team. But, yeah, we're going to wreck them.
Some fancy words from the crowd. He agreed.
Honestly,
There it is.
caught a lot of us off guard, I think. Yeah. was the big thing. Especially Rip.
Rip especially was caught off guard.
The coordination they had there, you know, they all speak English in their chat, in their comms, but they just sent down all the ultimates speaking the same language there.
Yeah, they were spoken pirate. R for all of them.
Nope.
Nope. That was...
You're darn right.
And your number... Really? Oh my god. Okay.
From the laning phase, from the ganks, even from the doubts of Rengar not having assistance, you know, other teams have not pulled it off. Elements did. That is the best play we've seen from them individually.
I love it. Seems to be starting because the talent has risen. The same kind of plays for Airbags. He did really well in the summer split, in my opinion.
Put damage down, but it's a 2-for-1 trade. Not over yet as Diamond continues to look for targets. Teleport comes up from Cabo.
Play your game, give your input here and there. Because Sing does communicate well from having, like, I've only had a couple of laughs there.
From SK, mid lane was doing just fine on his own as well. Sven has been able to put all his focus on Forgiven and his bottom lane, and he can also flash with Rum.
You, Rev.
All right, I'm calling in for some backup. Freak,
Where you at?
Sorry, Rev Freak is not here. Call me Earthquake today, because I'm after shocks. But speaking of Twitter, last week we started a death watch and asked you guys to predict when.
Hold on. I'm going to let you finish in a moment. You know, our boy here can answer great questions later, but I've actually got a hashtag Ask Crepo question of my own. And Crepo, I know you're single. I know you're looking for love. Will you be my Valentine?
Of course I would, quick shot.
Oh. There you have it.
Once he's done talking with the team.
We'll get a report later if it was a limp fish or not. Oh, man.
Oh.
He's going to wait around for it. Oh, no, Skara. You had one job, Skara. That's all you had to do.
Come on. He's waiting for you.
He's gonna call him back out.
All
Skara,
right.
the noob coach. There we go. There we go. Even adds.